Yes, my people, it's your boy Rank Games here, and don't forget the 95, episode 8. Let's quickly address episode 7. Let's go back. It was by far the most depressing episode I've ever recorded. Not only was it an episode where I didn't win, but it's the first episode where I took the lead in every single game that I played, but I did not win. It was unbelievable. I had to take annual leave. I had to literally come away from this game for a little while before I smashed both my screens. It took me out. I'm here recording the episode and trying my very best not to rip out all my keys from my keyboard, not to break the mouse from my mouse. It has been a situation for a situation. But yes, my PC is still standing. It's still operating. My mic is still working, I think. I'm still breathing heavy though. I'm still breathing heavy. Will I get sacked? That's like the new question. It's been an unbelievable episode, the previous one. This episode, however, will be a lot more positive. I can feel it. I've had enough time away from the game. I'm going to quickly try and address our tactics and try and sort that out properly before we move on. Before I even go and show you my new tactic, I have to definitely change a lot of things here. Not enough greens, too many yellows, and the odd red is just not acceptable. But yeah, I did say in episode 8, I will reveal my new signing. So let's go and show you who I've signed. So, as you can see, Antonio Nusa will be joining Crystal Palace on January the 1st. What a signing he is. Good crosser, very good dribbler, good first touch. I'm hoping he'll improve. He's under 21, so I don't have to register him. He can just jump in straight away, which is no problem. They're not in Europe, which adds to the positivity, which means I can add him to our European team as well, whether that be Europa League or Conference League. That's still yet to be decided. But the ridiculous thing about this signing was indeed the price. Let me show you the price. Weirdly, 5 million. Now, Nusa is usually worth between 20 to 25. I'm not sure what's happened here, but even if you look now, it says he's worth between 275,000 and 2.8 million. We've managed to get him for 5, all in on 5. What a signing he's going to be. What we're going to do now is we're going to go into the game against Bournemouth, who sit just above the relegation zone. We are at home. This has to be a win. I mean, every game at this point has to be a win. When we look at, it's not looking good. As Castillo says, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. We need to overturn this. We need to change. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and sort out our tactic. I like our formation. This is the formation I pretty much play all the time. So I'm going to keep that. It's my philosophy of playing 4-2-3-1. What I'm going to do is address the actual tactic and make that different. I'll see you in the game against Bournemouth. It's live. It's next. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano. Bow. We are back. I've made some slight adjustments. The players that are in the lineup are the same. Mateta returns from the previous episode. He's going to start. What I have done though, probably what I should have done from the beginning, is actually played the players in the positions that they're meant to be, but also given them a role that they actually are familiar with without it disrupting how I want to play. So with that being said, I've made slight adjustments. Ravella is going to play further forward in the centre midfield position. Wharton is going to play slightly deeper instead of both of them being deeper. I'm going to have both my fullbacks are going to be wing backs on defend because that is actually their best suited position. And that is how we're going to play. Let's see if anything is different from here on out. That is going to be the question. Let's see if there's anything different. Let's go and play against Bournemouth at home. I'll see you there. We've had such a negative episode 7 that in episode 8, we just can't afford this to happen. It just can't happen. In real life, Bournemouth are playing better, or to be fair, had played better in the previous year than they are doing now. Once again, head to head, I'd say we've got better players than they do. What we need to do now is go out there and prove it. How the hell is Semenyo on the bench? And Kirkes is on the bench as well. What is that about? Interesting. Let's go and see what happens next. I'm going to say again, we have to win our home games. I said it last time, and we ended up drawing. We are having a rough patch. I am pleased with how we're playing. It's just results haven't been it, and it's the mistakes at the back as well that's killing us. Yeah, all of our work is geared towards scoring goals. Doesn't matter about getting the first goal. I got the first goal in 3 games and still managed to slip up. Here we go. As Fabrizio Romano says, let's go and win our first game of the episode, please. I need to see something positive. I've made some adjustments to how we play. Now I need us to go out there and actually do it. Adams on the ball. He's somehow managed to get injured in the first 12 minutes. Sinister with a cross. And Kluivert heads it over. That's their first chance of the game. A win and we push clear of Bournemouth, and Bournemouth will fall into a relegation battle that they don't actually believe that they should be in. Forest are leading as well, so this is interesting. They're leading 2-0 against Liverpool. This hasn't been a good start from us at all in terms of highlights, as Kluivert has got the ball and Kluivert has been stopped by Marco. I say that, and Liverpool have pulled one back with Darwin Núñez, who's actually left for Saudi. Very interesting move. It would have made more sense to keep him But I guess what they're looking to do is have Ekatike and Isak as their two striking options. But anyways, back to the game. Ravella. Oh, Roger's giving it away. Wharton. Chalobah. Back to Wharton. We need to show some differences here. Gehi to Chalobah. Chalobah to Munoz. Munoz to Chalobah. We look like we're out of ideas for some reason. Gehi to Louise. To Wharton, who was actually poor in a few games. To Mitchell. Mitchell whips it in. Mateta! Super header. Goal number 7. Are we back? We've scored first for the 4th game in a row. Does this mean anything? We will find out. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe as Mateta heads the ball past Kepa. Ariza Balaga. 1-0. However, we've seen this before. We have seen this before. I said before at the start of season 1, episode 1, I want to finish in the top 9 and break that record in our first season. We've seemed to have fallen. Can we stand up? I'm going to say things are going well because they are. Statistically, they are, as well as the scoreline. We sit in 12th at the moment with a game in hand as well. This would be good if we can get the win here. Our next 2 games are against winnable opposition. And we start very fast as Roger here. Oh, this is play. Oh! Very quick, very smooth, silky play. It's a good start, but we need to continue. We absolutely need to continue. Wharton's having the game of his life, which is super important. I'm going to make some changes in the 60th minute, not the 65th, because it looks like Wharton might not even be able to survive. So here we go. We're going to pause and we're going to make some changes. Hopefully these changes don't hinder our performance. Decore is going to make a return. He's been away for a little while. Robertone is going to come on to replace Eberici Eze. Hayden Hackney is going to come on. Fernandez will also be replaced by Sarr. We're actually going to make all 5 changes now. Now that probably never the greatest idea because it does disrupt morale amongst other things. This is what we're going to have to do. Stamina has killed us pretty much. Hopefully this doesn't derail and demolish the good stuff that we've been playing, but it's just way too many players that have stamina issues. Hopefully we can maintain. 20 minutes to go. Can we get our first win, which feels like an age ago? We're dominating possession. We're dominating the game. We did the same thing against Rangers and we ended up slipping up due to our own silly mistake. A win here will drag us from 15th to 12th. We're going into the final minutes. Oh, this has happened before. Are we going to concede in the last minute again? What a save, Marco. What a save, Marco. The corner's coming. Cliver. And that's the end of the highlight. Finally, we've got a win at the beginning of the episode. Crystal Palace, 3 points. That is a rare thing to say. Sacked in the morning? I think not. Let me not even get ahead of myself. It's only 1 game. It's the first win in a very long time. Bournemouth actually haven't won in their last 5. I didn't even check that out. I was so eager to get into the game. I didn't even check their form. That's relegation form, to be honest with you. But we've done what we had to do. We are in 13th now and we still have a game in hand, which is actually against Forest. So if we beat Forest, that will put us at least, well, potentially in 11th place with 15 points. We need to continue to win games. Let's move on. Massive, 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 rare 3 points, to be honest with you. Mateta has somehow managed to pick up an injury, so he's out for 8 to 12 days. Luckily, Forest is in 13. With that being said, I will see you at the Forest game. We are back. We are back. It's crazy how a win can literally change the whole trajectory of where we look. If we beat Forest now, not only will we potentially go into 11th place, but we just steer all the way clear of the relegation battle. And that would be big. I mean, oh, this guy was also a top target. I'm looking and thinking at potentially signing him, but I need to sell a player to be able to get him in. He might be the replacement for Chalobah when Chalobah goes back to Chelsea at the end of the season. I don't think I'm going to sign Chalobah, to be honest with you. He hasn't exactly tore it up for us. But then again, the season has still just started. We've only played 10 games. So far, it's been a very good start to the episode. So these are some of the results to look out for. Liverpool still lead the line. City in second. United, hopefully in real life, can replicate this as well in third. We did punish Everton, but they still sit in the top four. They're fourth, 27 points. It's ridiculous from an Everton standpoint. In real life, I'd imagine they'd be in and around the relegation battle, but let's have a look and see what happens here. We're going to go with the exact same lineup that got us the 3 points in the previous game. Truly believe we will be able to do something here once again, and I will see you in the game. The lineup is going to be the exact same. Let's go. We've somehow managed to start the episode in a very positive way. It's got me kind of scared at how positive it went. We won the game. We scored early. We locked up shop. I felt like we were going to concede late on and we didn't. Things are going in the right direction so far. Will it continue? Hopefully it does. If not, head chopping board, chop chop once again. Henry VIII, you know what he did to his wives. That's about it. Cooked. So far we're looking uncooked. We're home again, and this is what I'm saying. When you look at our next few fixtures, it doesn't look bad. We could somehow turn this around. For some reason, we've had actually a really positive home record according to them, which I believe to be accurate anyway. It's all about the fans. Let's push the fans on this one. That's the fans from South London. We look primed to perform, which I totally agree with. I feel like we can do another result here. Forest did in fact beat Liverpool, who are challenging for the title. I don't know how they did it, but will they beat us? Whole different question. We seem to be on an upwards trajectory. As I mentioned before, a win here will guarantee us a leapfrogging situation of Nottingham Forest. So if we win here, it's guaranteed that we go above Nottingham Forest. Us finishing 11th though, well, finishing 11th, going into 11th will be a whole different ballgame. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Let's go. Slightly inspired by Bob the Builder, but here we go. First highlight is ours, as it rains in Selhurst, South London here. Oh, that is very good progressive football there. Roger, what a through ball. Eze, we've started how we've started, and you know what? We back, baby. That's all I got to say. We seem to be back. Roger with a beautiful low pass to Eze. Eze, back of the net. I feel like we've started something, or it could just be the fact that we're playing at home, but either way, we'll take it. We're in 11th right now, and we've got a game in hand against Brentford, who sit in 10th. We need to win that. We need to win that. We need to win it. We need to win it. Gibbs White, Yates, we've managed to get them to go back. Hopefully they go long. Milinkovic has gone to Walker Peters, who's lost it to Chalobah. Roger, Ravella, back to Roger, who's lost it. Munoz, don't panic. We don't panic. Ravella. Good pass. Eze. Find Mateta. Find him. Oh, what a good reverse ball. Roger. Ravella. Have we managed to get all the way out of there? Louise. Hopefully that's not offside. Eze off the post. Oh. Wharton, and they've somehow escaped going 2-0 down. We're playing positive. I'm liking this new Crystal Palace with slight adjustments. I basically just put everybody in their preferred role. Same positions, but preferred roles. I tried to teach a few players to play different roles, but you know what? At their age, don't try and change anything. It doesn't make sense. Don't work on weaknesses. Just try and improve what's already there. Improve on their strength. Half time has landed. It's 1-0 once again. This is the 5th game in a row where we've led at half time. I'm going to say I'm pleased with what we've done so far in terms of creating chances. We're doing really well. Extremely well, even. Eze, that's a good ball to Chalobah if he's onside. He is onside. Wharton to Ravella to Munoz. I don't know why he's taking a shot, but he's actually clipped the crossbar. So we start as we mean to go on in terms of the positivity here. Eze, this is all one-way traffic. Mateta, I thought he scored. We need a second goal. We don't want an unnecessary end to the game here. We don't want any entertainment in terms of them being able to attack our goal. We don't want that. We don't want it. If we're 2 goals up, that's fine. Fitness-wise, we seem to be doing okay. Eze, another free kick. Will he score one? I might have to get this guy for free kicks. I need to check this guy's free kick stats because he's had a few and he hasn't done anything. I don't know why he's wasting time. He's going to shoot though. And he's clipped the crossbar. It's now time to make some changes. Mateta's going to sit this one out for Omega. Advance forward on attack. Takure is going to make a return. Fitness-wise, we seem to be doing okay. We're finally back. It's when we get the European games. That's when our stamina and fitness starts to play a negative effect. But this is what we're going to do. Everyone's composed going into the last 23 minutes. Let's go. We've got another highlight. That looked like a foul throw to me, but we'll take it. Gehi and Mitchell seem to be playing 1-2s. I don't know why. Marco to Gehi. Gehi to Ravella, we've lost it. And, of course, once again, our own mistakes have cost us. We've got 20 minutes to do better here. Straight away, demand more. 20 minutes. I don't know why we've been silly there, but We've got the go-ahead again. Instant reply. Instant reply. I don't know why, but I feel like something has changed. Conceding that goal did feel like old times slightly. However, there's just a new feel. I just feel. You know, you just feel, oh my days, we've got to make it free. Oh my days, we have. I'm telling you, there's a new look to this Palace team. There's a different feeling. I feel like I've said Phil 1,000 times, but Ravella to Roger, and he just finesses that past Selhurst in the most beautiful way. I thought it was going wide. 3-1. I think we could say that it's game over here. Palace are about to get back-to-back. I need to take this guy off for free kicks. But Palace are about to go back-to-back with wins. And with that being said, let's make our final changes just to save stamina. Sar's going to come on and play on the right-hand side because I feel Roger is more important than Henrique. So if there's any injuries or anything like that, I wouldn't mind it going against him. This is positive. 3 minutes, 2 minutes to go. We are going to be in 11th. Eze. Why he decided to shoot instead of cross from there is crazy, but he hit the post. Got to be honest, Crystal Palace should be proud. It's another positive win. I don't know if this is due to the changes that I made or if this is simply down to the fact that we're playing at home and we've had a really good home record. Either way, I'm here for it all. We're climbing that table. I'm pleased with how we didn't just shut down after conceding. That is the positive thing here. That is the most positive thing I've seen so far from us. I'm extremely pleased. We're almost in the top half of the table. We are almost in the top half of the table, and to make things better, we are now 1 point off of 10th place. Relegation clear as well. We're clear of the relegation zone. Let's move on. 2 assists and a goal. We need to confirm this signing, but I'm gonna do this at the end of the season when I basically find out how much money I have to spend in the summer. But 8 million has already been put aside for Roger, who's just been either banging them in or creating chances and getting assists, which is fantastic. Let's go to the final game. I don't understand how positive this has been. Yeah, he might leave. It's going to be a situation in January potentially where I might have a few players leave on big money. Remains to be seen. Will they sign a new contract? Will they leave? In real life, I know Marco Guehi will potentially go to Liverpool alongside Isak. We've got Eze, who's gone to Arsenal. He's rejected Spurs, even though Spurs actually were further ahead in getting a deal done. Well, at least reportedly further ahead. But we need to make sure we have backups in place, which I do. I've got a backup number 10 in place for if Eze goes, who's just as talented. And I've also got a backup centre-back, which I've already shown you, who could potentially replace Guehi as well. Wouldn't mind selling to Man United, but for the right price. 62 million for me could be the right price, considering he's only got a year left on his deal. But yeah, let's go into the final game of the episode, which is against Fenerbahce. And I need to win at least against Fenerbahce or against Bologna to make the Conference League in 3rd place. If I win them both, then I'm obviously going to qualify for the knockout phase of the Europa League. But let's move on to the final game of the episode. We've won 2 from 2. The first time ever this has happened since pre-season. Just like before, we are going to keep the same starting 11 and rotate just like that. We are 2 for 2 right now. We are Sam's. We are Dixie. We are all of these chicken shops. We are all of them. 2 for 2. First time this season since pre-season I've managed to get 2 green dots in a row, and they happen to be at home. We're going to go with the exact same lineup that got us there. Can we do it again? Yes, we can. Here we go. It's Fenerbahce versus Crystal Palace. We need a win. If I get a draw, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but a win will pretty much push us into a situation to where we could stay in the Europa League. The financial rewards for January could be hefty simply by us qualifying for that knockout phase. Here we go, and it's next. Final match of episode 8. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. This has been the most positive resulted episode I've ever had since pre-season. That deserves a like, if nothing else. I appreciate it. We're going to go into the final game of the episode now. Let's win this. Let's warm up. Let's go. Let's go. A real Europa League push is on the cards. After this, we will have a look at the groups to see who we could potentially come up against. All of that is yet to be decided. We will be back. I'm going to say I know we're underdog. This is probably the first team that we're going to face in the well, we faced them already, but probably a team in the competition which I feel like player for player may be better than us. But I believe we can still turn up and do something. I'd take a draw here and I'd roll the dice against Bologna on the final game. But if we win here, then only a draw will be necessary in the final game. 4 points is what I want. 4 points is what I need. Let's go and get 4 points. Yep, we do want to keep things going. It's been very positive. Roger does start again because he's been ridiculous. And it is all about execution. Whoever does their job best will most certainly win this game. So they're going. And that's our formation. Really do think we've got a good squad, but let's go. Let's go and handle business as we should. This will be tough. Fenerbahce, I reckon, when they're showing as the best team in the league, Ooh. Yeah, they're showing as the best team in the league. And player-wise, I believe they are. As we now have a corner with Wharton. Literally near post corners. That's what I've gone for. That was the new tactic that I put in place. We take corners near post and we aim for a specific person. Mateta, that being. Positive start. We're leading again. Dominating possession. Things have changed. We've dominated our last 3 games, possession-wise. But we've also won them. Let's go again. There's Gehi to Wharton. Wharton finds Mitchell. That ball needs to go in the box somehow. Back to Wharton. Wharton to Gehi. Gehi to Mitchell. Back to Gehi again. Who can move it like Crystal Palace right now? We're moving it like we're Barca, but we're not going anywhere. Chalobah to Ravella. Munoz has now got it. Oh, what a shot. What a shot from Mateta. It's a corner again. Wharton should be aiming for the near post and does. That's not even a bad cross. Mitchell back to Wharton. Penalty. It's going to go out for a goal. Are you serious? If it was the other way around, penalty. I feel it. Bologna lead against Rangers. So we're going to sit in third if that's how it finishes. We will stay in third. But come on, we've for some reason, we've managed to dominate the highlights here. They haven't had a single highlight yet. Ravella to Mateta. Eze. And that's a good chance again. We're moving the ball in the best possible way. We're doing really well. Hopefully near post again. Oh my God, it's working. It's working. Near post, I said it. My best header of the ball, Mateta, put him on the near post and cross it to the near post. And guess what? We're 1-0 up. We're doing things as we should. I probably should have started this way, but I was very relaxed with my tactics as Fenerbahce are now coming on the attack the other way. They've got some really good names in their team, looking back at it. I don't know why you thought that was going to be a good pass. Amrabat. Is that a save? That is a save. What a save from Marco. Marco's turned into Buffon all of a sudden. Diego Carlos to Amrabat, who's had forever really to pick his opportunity. Fenerbahce have come back into the game here as Kostic looks to cross it. It's a good clearance from Mateta. No shots. Soyuncu to Amrabat. And that ends the highlight. And that also ends the half. We've started brightly again. Looking back at the stamina-wise, we're doing really well. I'm so happy that that corner has actually paid off because finally I've set a set piece that's actually worked. And that's what we're doing. It's just like watching Arsenal. Arsenal are the new set piece merchants. And it looks like we are. And I'm really happy with how we're playing. Like I said, I'd actually take a point here, but 3 points would be excellent. I'd take a point here, but 3 would be perfect going into the final game. Talisca. Onside. Everyone had their arms up for offside. We've conceded early. 2 minutes. Is that going to count? It's not going to count. I was going to say, so many players had their hands up. How could this not be offside? BA's off. Good line held from El Capitano. Gehi holds the line very well. But that's a wake-up call. We can't let that happen again. Bologna now 2-0 up. So Rangers look like they're going to be condemned here. If we win, Rangers will be condemned to 4th place and out. Oh, take him out, do something. Amrabat. Whoa, that was a strange pass from Amrabat to Soyuncu to Ishmael. Mateta, you're in. You are in. Kill this tie. Oh, go round the keeper. Do something. Just don't shoot straight away. The composure stats need to be looked at because that was pretty poor. Near post Mateta. I feel like there should have been a better ending to that, but we still lead. Soyuncu to Fred. 2 Premier League players, ex-Premier League players. Talisca to Tostic. Don't panic. Mitchell clears. He probably could have controlled it. Oh! Talisca, who thought he probably scored there. I even thought he might have scored because that was a great pass. We've hit the hour mark and we're still leading. We're going to go and make some changes now. Stack is going to come on. He's going to come on and he's going to do the defensive midfield role on support. We're going to say hello to Sarr. Now let's have a look and see if these guys can do something. Mateta's going to stay on despite his stamina because he's played really well. Oh my God. I don't see how that would be given offside. I really don't. But it is given offside. We caught life. We've survived again. Ah, 3 players offside. Don't know how I didn't notice that at first. 20 minutes to go. This is a must win now. Now that we're here, Rangers are 3-0 down. So they are cooked. They are where we thought we were. They are extremely cooked right now. Going to take Mateta off. Prestiani's going to make an appearance that he hasn't played in a little while here. And to end it, we're going to bring on Mr. Hayden. Oh, we've actually made our changes. Apparently, I can't count to 5. This is how we're going to end the game. 9 minutes to go. Can Crystal Palace hold on? Can we hold on and go 3 for 3 on this episode? This is going to be a major turnaround if we can get it. And we've given it away. Fenerbahce are moving the ball around very well. They've had 2 goals disallowed. I don't even know if he was off. Oh, but that one's going to stand. So we're going to draw, potentially we're going to draw 5 games in a row. I'm going to go very attacking. I feel like I jinxed myself by saying I'd be okay with just a point. How's this going to go? Funny enough, not very well. 1-1 draw. We didn't get the result we wanted, but we should be happy with the overall picture. All right, we'll learn from this experience. Their keeper was immense, made 7 saves. So this is the final picture going into our final game of the Europa League. It looks like we are going to be relegated to the Conference League now, which isn't a negative as it will fall in line with actually what's happening in real life. In order for us to go through in the Europa League now, we are going to need a win. Not only are we going to need to win, but we're going to need to at least win 4-0. We're going to have to beat Bologna 4-0 in order for us to qualify. That is, luckily, it's actually at home. So stay tuned for that in the next episode. So before I sign off, I'd like to thank everybody who's made it this far. It's been a very good episode. We've won 1-0 against Bournemouth. Then we won 3-1 against Forest. We've ended the episode now with a 1-1 draw against Fenerbahce. In the next episode, we will be facing Wolves, Leeds, and then ending it with Bologna, where like I said before, we're going to need 4 goals to qualify. If we don't get 4 goals, it's okay. It's not the end of the world because we will, as I said before, we'll fall in line with what's happening in real life. But this has been good. Am I getting sacked in the morning? I don't think so. Stay tuned for episode 9. It's your boy Rank Games. Don't forget the 95. The depression has gone. We're happy now. I'll see you next episode. Peace.